What have you been doing?
Not necessarily, it's not like it's deep like that, but I've just been messing with people a bit, you know. Like yesterday night, I glued someone's roll-on short, and I'm still waiting for the person to, I don't even know who owns that place, but I'm waiting for the person to open and try to, figure it out. And yeah, messing with people's clothes, putting creams, and the chameleon.
Some women step into the Big Brother Naija house, and you can tell immediately they are not here to please anyone. They are not here to beg for attention, approval, or validation. They came with the boldness and energy that says, I will live on my terms, whether you like me or not. And in BBNaija season 10, we got a handful of these women, unapologetic, fearless, sometimes chaotic, sometimes calm, but always authentic. And today we are diving into the IDGAF Queens of BBNaija season 10. These are the women who defined themselves, stood their ground, and left fans talking long after the Saturday parties and Sunday evictions. And before we go deep into their stories, make sure you smash that subscribe button, because on this channel, we bring you BBNaija drama breakdowns and brand lessons you won't get anywhere else. So who exactly qualifies as an I don't give a queen? First, she doesn't fold under pressure. Second, she refuses to chase validation or play the people-pleasing game. Third, she's polarizing. You'll either love her or hate her, but you will never forget her. And finally, she's authentic. She knows who she is, and she plays her game without apology. So with that in mind, let's meet the queens who carried that energy this season. Zita came in as an actress from Imo State, but what really set her apart was how she introduced herself, a rebel and a chaos bringer. And true to her word, she disrupted the house dynamics from the very beginning. Remember the face-off she had with Dede? Yes. She wasn't afraid to stir the pot, question alliances, and sometimes even trigger conflicts. She knew her presence would rattle people, and she embraced that role. Some housemates found her difficult. Some fans called her messy, but that's the thing about rebels. They don't exist to be liked. They exist to challenge the status quo. And in a house where everyone is trying to play safe, Zita's IDGAF energy made her unforgettable. Next is Thelma Lawson, a skincare entrepreneur with big dreams. Thelma came in with loud confidence. She wasn't afraid to speak her mind, even when it made people uncomfortable. One thing that defined her journey was her emotional honesty. She had moments of being vulnerable, tears, stress, and the pressure of possible eviction. But here's what made her a queen. Every time she fell, she bounced back stronger. And when she said she was ready to leave the house anytime, fans could tell she meant it. She wasn't clinging desperately to Biggie's house for validation. For her, the house was an experience, a stage to enjoy, connect, and push her brand. And that courage to detach from outcome, this is real strength. Next, we have Sultana, real name Farida Ibrahim. She is one of the housemates whose journey left people scratching their heads. She wasn't the loudest, She wasn't the most dramatic, but she ended up in the grand finale by winning the head of house title in week 9. Many viewers didn't see that coming, but here is the thing. Sultana never pretended to be who she wasn't. She was authentic, she shared her story, and even spoke about her difficult past and struggles. And that vulnerability connected her with some fans. The head of house win wasn't just luck, it was a turning point that showed resilience pays off. For some fans, she represents quiet strength. The idea that you don't need to shout to make an impact. And for others, she's still controversial. But like every IDGAF queen, she stands as proof that being authentic finds its way. Next up, another queen gaining ground fast. Imisi. Full name, Opeyemi Ayanwale. She walked into the house with elegance. A fashion designer and actress. She carried herself with calm poise, but also a sharp tongue when it was needed. She wasn't trying to outshine anyone with noise, but she couldn't ignore her presence either. And when she clashes with housemates, she didn't break character or try to sweet talk her way out. She stood firm in her truth, even when it wasn't popular. Now, that silent strategy, moving with focus, staying authentic, earned her a loyal fan base. Many viewers see her as one of the most deserving finalists because she balanced strength with grace. And in a house full of drama, her IDGAF attitude was quieter but no less powerful. And finally, Dede, Precious Ashiogwu from Delta State. If you were looking for boldness, you found her. Dede, fearless. She confronted housemates head-on and never shied away from expressing her views and refused to play small. Where others tried to avoid conflict, she leaned in. And where some hid their personalities, she put hers on full display. And that's why, love her or hate her, Dede leaves an impact with you. Because fearless people don't fade into the background. They stay unforgettable. Now, here's the interesting part. Being an IDGAF queen doesn't mean everyone loves you. In fact, many of these women were polarizing. Some fans called them too much, while others admired them. But here's the truth. BBNaija history shows us that polarizing housemates last longer in public memory. You might not win everyone's heart, but you will win loyalty. And in this game, loyalty is everything. Every season, it's the women who know who they are and refuse to compromise that sets the tone. They may not always walk away with the 120 million naira prize, but they walk away with something even bigger: recognition, brand deals, and long-term influence. The IDGAF Queens show us that being unapologetically yourself is not just a strategy, it is a legacy. So tell me, who is your ultimate IDGAF queen of BBNaija season 10? Is it Zita, the rebel? Thelma, the entrepreneur? Sultana, the unexpected finalist? Imisi, the strategist? Or Dede, the fearless fighter? Drop your team in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and share this with your BBNaija squad. More breakdowns, drama analysis, and brand lessons are coming your way. And here's the final brand story school lesson. Strong brands just like these queens don't try to please everyone. They polarize, they stand for something, and because of that, they attract their tribe and repel the rest. So if you're building a brand, stop trying to be liked by everyone. Be bold, be authentic, and just like the IDGAF Queens of BBNaija, your people will follow you. See you in the next video.